Caregiving can sometimes feel like an impossible struggle. Caregivers may be torn between taking care of loved ones and trying to maintain balance in life. The good news is that it doesn't have to be that way. The Caring Generation with host Pamela D. Wilson is here to focus on the conversation of caring. You're not alone. In fact, you're in exactly the right place to share stories and learn tips and resources to help you and your loved ones. So now, please welcome the host of The Caring Generation, Pamela D. Wilson.
This is Pamela D. Wilson, caregiving expert, speaker, consultant, and guardian of the Caring Generation. The Caring Generation focuses on the conversation of caring, giving us permission to talk about aging, the challenges of caregiving, and everything in between. It's no surprise that needing care or becoming a caregiver changes everything. The Caring Generation is here to guide you along the journey and let you know that you're not alone. You are in exactly the right place to share stories and learn about caregiving programs and resources to help you and your loved ones plan for what's ahead. Invite your parents, spouses, family, friends, colleagues, and coworkers to listen to the show available on podcast apps worldwide. If you have a question or an idea for a future program, share your idea with me by commenting on my social media posts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You can also visit my website, PamelaDWilson.com, to complete my caregiver survey or request a personal consultation with me by clicking on the Contact Me link. Welcome to episode 196 of the Caring Generation podcast in the Take 15 series, helpful tips and insights in about 15 minutes. This week's discussion is about how to stop feeling like you are missing out on life's opportunities. For caregivers and persons with health issues, every day, weekends, and even holidays can bring up feelings of missing out or being left out of activities, gatherings, and other activities. Do you watch others go on with their lives, their families, careers, dreams, while feeling your life is limited by caring for elderly parents or a spouse? I'll share scenarios that can lead to feeling like you are missing out, 4 tips to identify limitations that might be adding to your stress levels, and steps you can take to stop missing out. Let's begin with situations you may find yourself in today to set the stage, to consider options and possibilities. For caregivers with so much to do, including dealing with family members who don't help, or loved ones who need care that may not always be in the best mood. Being responsible for daily activities and tasks, plus maintaining a positive outlook, can be impossible. Caregiving is hard work. It can feel like a heavy burden. People on the outside who are not caregivers tell you, caregiving is your duty. It's your responsibility. It's an honor. It's nothing you should complain about when they don't know anything about the day-to-day emotional and physical stress you experience. As always, every story has 2 sides, plus added complications that make every situation difficult. There are lovely family relationships where everyone contributes to the care of loved ones. Situations where there is more than enough money to pay for medical and other care. These families may worry less and have fewer disagreements. On the other hand, in families where relationships are strained, there may be a lot of conflict or drama, plus worry about paying a monthly mortgage or rent, buying groceries, paying for prescriptions, or co-pays for medical care. With the rising cost of healthcare, many people are concerned about the ability to pay a $20, $50, or $60 copay to see a doctor. In many circumstances, people do not seek, or they delay medical care due to cost or having to take time off work to see a doctor. Paying for daily necessities like food, electricity, or transportation takes priority, even when someone may not feel their best. Family caregivers, unfortunately, who neglect their health, eventually have more health problems than the persons they care for. People struggling to meet basic needs, who operate with high levels of daily stress, may not even realize that they're missing out because their sole focus is daily survival. Their daily routine is just what they must do. For caregivers or persons with health issues who are not in these circumstances I described, but who have siblings or adult children who will not or cannot help out, challenges remain. These caregivers do their best. The definition of doing one's best can relate to past circumstances, for example, when one had a better job. Maybe a caregiver quit a full-time job to work part-time and realizes they missed out on a promotion or a raise. Even though changing this aspect of a job might have seemed like the right thing to do at the time, this doesn't mean the caregiver doesn't regret about what a future job, career, or income might have become. A spouse who retires early to care for a sick spouse can be focusing on the loss of work relationships, declining self-esteem, having a limited income, rising medical expenses, and the loss of a romantic spousal relationship. Caregivers trying to do their best can become self-critical and lose self-compassion, especially if they feel criticized or judged by others. Low self-esteem, low self-compassion, and the isolation and loneliness that result from being a caregiver or a person with health issues can result in feelings of missing out. So how do caregivers and persons with health issues stop feeling like they're missing out? One of the first actions to take is to acknowledge losses and limitations. A loss and a limitation might be a health problem that worsens, meaning that a person can no longer do activities they enjoy. A loss might be a caregiver who changes aspects of a job, or who can no longer coach their child's football team because time caring for an aging parent now fills this time slot with their children. Limited time, limited physical or mental abilities, and health limitations can result in feelings of missing out. A trap that caregivers and people with health problems can fall into can be the belief that one loss leads to another. This means that their mental focus is on avoiding more losses instead of focusing on options, opportunities, gains, or wins. Caregivers who lack self-compassion may be harder on themselves than necessary by engaging in negative self-talk. Self-talk like, I'm no good, I can't do anything right, can lead to more feelings of missing out, self-isolation, or depression. Limiting contact with family members or friends for fear of criticism or disappointment can result in further self-isolation. In the bigger picture of life, we all have limits about things we wish we could change. It's also important to set limits called personal boundaries so that caregivers feel comfortable saying no to increasing levels of responsibility or greater requests for their time. So, what opportunities exist to stop feeling that you are missing out on life? A basic idea around this topic is to know who you are and what you want. Caregivers often say, I don't know who I am anymore, because they feel they have lost their identity as a husband, wife, son, daughter, or given up a much-loved career. The first suggestion is to start a daily journal about who you are, who you want to be, how you want your life to be. If you don't know, you can't make it happen. The saying, as above, so below, from the Emerald Tablet, can be interpreted in many ways. For example, it can mean that thought, energy, and matter are connected. Your thoughts create your reality. Are you opportunity, open door focused, or avoidant, closed door focused? If you believe thoughts create reality, how might you change your thinking and actions to bring more hope into a life where feelings of missing out may be overwhelming? The second step to avoid feelings of missing out can be to spend time with a good friend or join a group of people with similar life goals. Finding commonality with others can inspire consideration that options and possibilities do exist to stop missing out. This belief can lead to having a bigger perspective. One complication for embracing a bigger perspective is making time to think. As I previously mentioned, when people are so focused on survival, there can be little or no mental energy left for anything else, and this can include thinking. So instead of thinking about options and possibilities, the focus becomes on limiting losses, judging situations, or saying no all the time. Focusing on losses can eliminate hope and joy. Being a caregiver or a person dealing with health problems, a person experiencing stress, or recalling trauma can bring up a lot of strong emotions. Number 3 is the ability to learn to manage emotions. You can limit your ability to enjoy life if you are highly opinionated or have very strong emotional reactions to other people or information. People with strong emotional reactions can experience high levels of ongoing distress that interfere with their daily activities. Strong emotions can result in being mentally distracted, unable to focus. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere, and having difficulty managing relationships with other people. People with strong emotional reactions may drive people out of their lives instead of bringing people into their lives. Caregivers can drive people away through controlling or reactive behaviors. Reacting strongly to other people can lead to feeling left out or feeling that life is passing you by. Seeing life from a narrow viewpoint does not create more room for relationships with others, even though they might think differently. Number 4, any type of bias or judgment based on your personal experience can have similar results of driving people away or limiting your options. The perfect friend, the perfect mate may be waiting for you out there, but they don't look like you. They dress differently than you. Maybe they have an appearance or a confidence level that you find intimidating, so you shy away. It's really up to you. Are you interested in opening doors and walking through, or slamming doors to shut or isolate you from amazingly good things? So let's talk about how to create a path to stop feeling like you are missing out on life. As you spend time taking loved ones to doctor appointments, picking up medications, preparing meals, helping with bathing and other personal care tasks, cleaning the house, doing laundry, changing bedding, taking blood pressure, helping with blood sugar readings and insulin injections, and everything that caregivers do, it's an unlimited list. Begin thinking about yourself, who you are, and what you want for your life. These thoughts are not selfish. These thoughts are necessary to begin owning your day. Owning your day means doing something every day and scheduling time for yourself to avoid missing out on life by thinking about and taking action toward opportunities and a bigger perspective. Replace those thoughts of watching others live their lives by planning and deciding how you will live your life today, tomorrow, and the next day. While it might seem like there are too many limitations to do this, ask yourself, what excuses are you making for not seeking solutions to move ahead with your life? Are you afraid of failure or judgment from others? Are you unsure of how to do what you want? Help is out there for those who help themselves. Angels will show up at the right time in your life if you look for them and are open to meeting and talking with people. But you must believe you can start living life. You must have a plan with concrete steps of A, B, C, all the way to Z. You must be curious enough to investigate options and opportunities with the help of people who might know more than you, with the help of people who have done what you want to do, or who have experienced what you are experiencing. Get out there, grab life's opportunities. The future is waiting for you if you're willing to walk through the door. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. I'm a caregiving expert, advocate, and speaker. I thank you so much for being here. This is episode 196, How to Stop Missing Out on Life's Opportunities. You can read the podcast transcript and watch a video by visiting my website, PamelaDWilson.com. Go to the media tab and scroll down to the Caring Generation podcast. Please also share this information with everyone you know so that we can extend the support, education, and love that so many caregivers and persons who need care benefit from. I look forward to being with you again soon. God bless you all. Sending love to everyone. Sleep well tonight. Have a fabulous day tomorrow. And enjoy each day until we are here together again.
Tune in each week for The Caring Generation with host Pamela D. Wilson. Come join the conversation and see how Pamela can provide solutions and peace of mind for everyone. Here on Pamela D. Wilson's The Caring Generation.